Well, you've seen that my gas is not working properly, so I'm going to try this. I don't know if this is going to work, but I don't think it will, because that is too low. No, that isn't going to work. What a shame, because what I was going to do is try and see if I could get the kettle to... What could I put over this? Look, if I hold it up... Oh, you're coming out with desperate stuff because you're so flaming. It's freezing. I've got a cold that I caught off Steve, right? I'm taking loads of vitamin C's. Look, that is pathetic, right? Your own kettle, right? Try it. I'm going to see. I'd laugh if it worked. If I can't put it down, that's the problem, because the flames are sitting on top. Can you see what I mean? It's too flat down. If that was higher up, the grid thing. Try to think if I've got something. I'm going to see if I can find something and come back to this. Do you not know? Watch this. Take this off. I'll show you this one later. That's the kettle. Kettle. I don't even know what I'm saying. But I'm going to try. Would that work? No, that won't work either, would it? Oh, I was going to put that across and get that really hot and see if that works, but... Oh my God, Kelly, you've got to invent stuff in this caravan, because if you don't, you're going to freeze to death. I got rid of my electric kettle. I need to find something. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to invent... Right, I've got 6 candles out. I'm going to see if this works. This is a baking tray. I'm going to put it on upside down. See if it gets really hot. Put the kettle on. This is going to take 3.5 weeks to get a cup of tea. This is ridiculous. And that's... I don't know if that's going to work or not. They haven't gone out. The candles haven't gone out. Right, let's see if this works. This is my little experiment. Yeah, it's getting hot. It's getting hot on there. Let's see if it actually works. The gas has come back on the fridge. But as a matter of principle, I'm not putting the cooker on. I'm going to wait and see if you can boil a kettle with 6 tea light candles. This is a joke, right? So I put it on at 9:13 and we'll see how long it takes. If it works, if it doesn't work in half an hour, I'm going to have to put the gas back on. But we've got to think of all these different ways, because if things happen, like the gas gets cut off or the electric and stuff, we have to have alternatives. So I'm just doing this as a matter of principle now. I'm dying for a coffee, but I am not going to give in until I find out how long it takes to boil a kettle on an upturned baking tin over 6 tea light candles. So let's see how long it takes. But at least this has come back on the fridge. It does actually feel hot to the touch. I couldn't, right, I could keep my finger on for what, 1, 2, out, 3 seconds. But it's not hot enough to boil a kettle, I don't think. It's ridiculous. Hey, there's a little bit, no, there's steam coming out of it a little bit. You just never know. Will it work or not? While I'm here, I might as well show you this. This is something I bought to see if this works. It's a candle holder, but it's supposed to generate heat and warm the room. I've been using it for about a week, and I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't work. And if it does, it's only minimal. If I put it, like, I could get to my hand to there and feel the heat from there, but for it to warm a room up, even the size of a van, I'd need to feel the heat from over here, you know. So I don't think that they're that great, to be honest. They're more of a decoration, aren't they, than anything. It puts a bit of light in here at night when it's dark. But there isn't enough heat coming off that to generate enough to warm a room up. So it might be okay in the bedroom. Okay, it's now 9:42, so this has been on for half an hour. I've given up the will to live. I've got to go and get the doggies. You can see that there is steam coming out of it, so that it's got some heat in there, but it's not enough to boil it, and it won't be hot enough to drink. But I'm going to leave it on and go and get the dogs, because I'll probably be about 10 minutes or so. But I'm going to leave it on. Nothing can happen even if it does boil, other than it's just going to whistle for a little bit. But I don't think the flame's enough to worry about, so I'm just going to leave it and go out. But half an hour and counting, still not good enough. It's now 9:54 and it's still going strong. I'm going to put some water on that tray just to see if it's doing anything. Now I can see it's still steaming, so it is starting to get there, but are you prepared to wait an hour for a cup of tea? You'd have to plan this well in advance. It's still not boiled enough to have a cuppa, so is it even going to work? I'm not feeling that confident, to be honest. I like a hot drink, I don't like it lukewarm, so let's carry on seeing. Right, it's got a drip on there, let's see if that dries quickly. Well, it's drying. Yeah, it's drying, so it's getting hot. It's just taking its time. I don't know where the thing is for, I've got the 4 candles on there. I can't leave my hand on that now. It feels warm to about there. So it might be making some difference, but because I've got a cold anyway, it's going to take a lot for me to feel the heat today, because I don't feel great. I feel like I'm chilled through, so I don't know if this is a great test. I can't find my meter. I had a meter that tests the air temperature. I could have done that, but I don't know where it is. So let's keep waiting for this cup of tea, eh? With Steve's on his way with some hot water to get me a drink now, but I'm going to leave that kettle going to see how long it takes, because I can't cope with not knowing. So it is now 10:11, so it's been on an hour, still not boiled, and it might never. So if it doesn't, it is now 11:28. So that's what, 2 hours. Shut up, 2 hours and summit, and no, it's never going to boil. So there's your answer. 6 tea light candles will never boil a kettle, but it is hot. That is hot enough to wash up. It's hot enough to do something like that, but it's not hot enough to drink, I don't think. So if it's not boiling, I don't want it. So there is your answer. The answer is never.